You're number 2.
You're number 2.
Let's go. Let's get into it, baby.
Yeah, let's get into it.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. Know how to start this off, but let's just
tell them the backstory.
Okay.
Break the ice.
What's the backstory?
We wanted to do a special podcast today. 2 years of marriage.
Yeah.
We actually recorded a whole long, funny, great podcast.
That's probably one of the best podcasts of all time.
We laughed. I had tears in my eyes just laughing, having fun.
Oh, just wait to this one because I'm letting it fly.
Keon got up and pushed the wrong button to end it, and it got deleted.
Some content director you are, Keon.
Mm-hmm. So we're back, but we're going to do this one quick.
2 years of marriage. What did you learn?
I learned. I'm going to try to sum it up. Give you a little story. I was in the car one day. And this is when our marriage was going through a rough seasons. And the Lord told me, how you treat your husband is sinful. And he showed me 2 parables in the Bible. Not even parables, real life.
Mm-hmm.
The woman that committed adultery. And everybody else wanted to condemn her. And the Lord was like, I don't condemn you. Pick up your mat and go and sin no more.
Yeah.
Or just go and sin no more.
Mm-hmm.
And then the woman with the issue of blood, where he was like, pick up your mat, go and sin no more. Or your faith has made you well.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he was telling me, you need to pick up your mat and go and sin no more against your husband. And I think that was the start of me being whole, healed, and free as a wife. Because before, I had a lot of resentment towards you, a lot of bitterness towards you. The way I viewed you and saw you wasn't good. Yeah. It wasn't pure in any way. It wasn't righteous or holy.
Yeah.
And I had to repent of my sin. And I didn't realize I was being sinful towards you. Because how you treat someone is either sinful or loving.
That's facts.
And I was in that sinful range.
There is no gray area.
There is no gray. Like, that's why he said the path is narrow.
There is no gray area. And, I mean, same here. It can be reactions. It can be thoughts. It can be actually actions, fruits. That's still considered sinful. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be this, oh, he fell out. There was a scandal and all of that. And I feel like nowadays when people hear sin, they think of, oh, it has to be a scandal and all of this.
They think sin is always a big thing.
Yeah.
But really, I feel like for me, the deepest and most impactful in the terrible way type of sin was the quiet one.
The little white lies, the little foxes.
The deceit. It's the deceit behind it. The
Absolutely.
Deceit behind fear.
Yep.
The deceit behind anxiety.
Yep.
It's just so cloudy. You can't really see.
Absolutely.
So year 2 for me was the word that I said earlier to describe it would be righteous.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had the first year and a half of our marriage was difficult for us. Yep. Difficult, still beautiful, but still difficult, beautiful, and a lot of learning.
Absolutely.
But this last 6 months of our second or half before our second year has just been fruitful.
Mm-hmm.
Because
been a lot of joy and stuff.
A lot of joy, a lot of bliss that you don't get from social media.
I had to turn that sucker off.
You don't get from comparing your marriage to other people. You don't get from just praying to God to change it, but not actually letting him change you.
Facts.
I just feel I am a new woman. Therefore, I have been enjoying my marriage in a new way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I would describe it as year 2 being lessons. Year number 1 was about me learning and developing. And so both of them together was just learning lessons for sure. Going into year 3, whatever that needs to be, it will be. But it was definitely just the year of lessons for me, like learning lessons of my emotional state, my mental health, me as a husband, kind of, even for Snow, like, being a dog dad, but a father role, that type of stuff. Just a lot of lessons,
Snow's our dog, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out to Bubba. That's what I call him. A lot of lessons with my career, balancing when to have boundaries, when to say no, just lessons overall.
So much learning.
Yeah. And I think let's dive into how we got to a healthier spot.
Yeah, I think that's important.
Therapy.
Well, before therapy, we got so tired of being tired that we wanted to leave our marriage.
Absolutely.
We were so tired of the same cycles of anxiety, of trust issues, of just all the little things that can come with deception. And I hit rock bottom. I was at rock bottom too.
Yeah.
And we were tired of being tired.
Yeah.
And we were also at the end of ourselves.
Yeah.
Which is where God really works his miracles.
Absolutely.
We couldn't fix our marriage by ourselves. We didn't have the power or the tools. And of course not, because we never been married.
Right. And we couldn't do it alone.
We was trying to do it alone. We was trying to hide everything. And I think we just had for me, I think I had the wrong people as a priority. And because I had certain people as a priority, I felt alone because I couldn't share too much.
Right.
It was
and for you, it was some of the people that you did have, you kind of had to keep this hero strong mentality. I couldn't give too much or my image with them would be tainted. Absolutely.
Which just, again, it wasn't safe.
Yeah.
So we got to a place where we wanted to separate. We wanted to leave our marriage. We was tied without the R.
All options were few.
There were no other options but God.
Literally.
And actually, but God, but even sometimes there will be resistance with God between me and you. So anyway, we wanted to leave our marriage, and the Lord literally sent us a warning. Fire and brimstone. What is it, brimstone?
Brimstone. But man, yeah.
He sent it to you.
He sent us the warning. He definitely gave me the audible.
He gave you the bulk of it.
Yeah, but you definitely felt the ripple, the waters, as they say, the ripple effect.
He gave me mine before you.
Hey.
But still a warning.
Yeah. And in that moment, we were just like, yeah. Oh, I know for me, I was like, yeah, I don't want to go through this. Yeah, God, yeah, no. I'm going to do what I need to do.
The warning was, if you leave your marriage, you will be outside of my will for your life.
Yeah.
And basically nothing good comes from that.
Yeah. And I'm just so grateful that we were able just to come to.
Wake up.
Yeah, like wake up, like, whoa. Like, let's do what we need to do so that we can be on one accord. That's what started the path of therapy. And we both got we have now individual therapists, but we also have a marriage counselor, you know what I'm saying? And mentors, our pastors, a safe environment for people and community. I think that's what I'm saying.
Community. Safe community.
Safe community. That we can be ourselves.
Mature.
That we can lean on, that we can trust, all those types of things, because I mean, I'm not finna vent everything to you. And I don't think it's ever, I don't think people in a marriage should just vent everything to one another. I think, yes, you vent to each other like more than anybody else, but there's just wisdom in like, I can vent about you to my pastor or my mentor or whatever. You're like, man, like my wife is like really
not all the negative stuff. Not all the negative stuff.
Yeah.
Now, as far as venting, we're each other's best friends. We're supposed to vent. We're supposed to talk to each other. That part. Be vulnerable with each other. But if it's something that's hurtful about you, I don't have to share that with you.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we have made that mistake before. I know I have.
Yeah.
I used to tell my husband everything.
I'd be like, please keep your mouth shut.
I don't like this about you. I don't like that about you.
I used to ask you, like, is this going to hurt me? You'd be like, no, it's not. 5 seconds later, I'm over there hurt.
Because I was the type, I had an anxious attachment style, which is I have to get it out so I can feel better. But that wasn't wise. So you're right when you say, maybe vent's not the right word. You shouldn't dump.
Dump?
Yeah. You shouldn't dump on your spouse.
Yeah. I was going to say you shouldn't take a dump on your spouse. And we're back. Yeah, and I think that when you say that, I think that can be just breadcrumbs from other relationships, other friendships that we've had in our lifetime.
Or even just examples that you've seen in your life in other people's marriage or relationships.
That's very true. Very, very true.
Like, I feel like, and it's, when we got in therapy, our marriage counselor told us that the age of your marriage is equivalent to the age of a child. Mm-hmm. So we were in this new infancy of marriage, trying to do grown folk stuff of marriage. We would see a marriage that was 15 years and be like, they do this every week and they have a meeting for this every day. And I was like, Keon, hello, why are we not doing this? We need to be. And there's a balance between it.
Absolutely.
Grow into it, but also too, don't wait when you get in free game on what to do.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. Because it was definitely a terrible two. Like, you know how you got terrible twos for kids?
We had a terrible two, but now...
But it's still blissful.
Our two turned into bliss.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
I can't even...
I'm saying like the beginning of it. It was like, whoa.
Yeah. But I'm not going to lie. When your marriage is healthy, at least from my experience, when your marriage is healthy and happy, it's really like you forget all the bad stuff.
That's so true.
It's been very hard for me to recall a lot of the negative stuff because I'm just like, I'm so happy. Like,
yeah. And even like when we kind of bump heads a little bit or the room is kind of tense, I think that automatic place of like, yo, we're not going there. Somebody's going to speak up and say like, hey, are you good? And we use our code word.
We have a code word now.
Yeah.
We establish a code word because the code word means let it go. We're good.
Yeah.
Let's drop this.
My baby for life. Mwah.
Okay. 2 PDA. Anyway. Yeah, because even now, like today was a rougher day for us. I had a big shoot today.
Yeah.
When I have something big that I have to do, I don't play. Like I'm very... Meanwhile, you're crack a joke here, crack a joke there, crack a joke everywhere. And I'm like...
There's the fun in that, man.
So we was just not on the same page in a lot of different areas today.
Yeah.
But once the emotions and feelings came down, we got back on the same page. But during that, I was like, okay, well, we're starting to remind me of how we was back in the gap. And we came and did that.
Yeah.
And I felt stressed. I felt anxious about it and all that type of stuff. And I just think it's a day by day. Mm-hmm. It's a day by day, but also remember where you came from.
Absolutely.
And why you don't want to go back.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just that part of marriage where you have to continue to die to yourself because it's always going to be something.
And treat your spouse kind.
Literally.
Just be kind.
Like, you're the only person that's going to be there for me.
Hold your wife. Kiss your husband on the forehead.
Let them know that they are seen and understood.
Yeah. Connect with them intimately. Let go of the persona. Humble yourself.
Take a social media break.
Take a social media break.
Sorry, y'all. Just have to throw that out there.
You can't really talk about...
I can't do it because of my job.
Talking about social... Yeah, you're right. It's your job.
I literally can't get off social media.
If he didn't have to work for social media, he probably would not be on it.
No, literally. I don't like people.
You've come a long way with it.
I do like people.
But there you go. Good job fixing it. Just, I think my biggest advice or the biggest thing that changed me in our marriage is you treating me kindly.
Vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah. When we were in premarital counseling, our pastor told us, she said something about how you treat the flower. Don't treat the flower harsh or the flower will close up.
Yeah.
And my flower closed up a lot. Yours too.
Yeah.
Men don't want to act like they have flowers, but y'all are flowers or whatever you want to describe it. But we didn't treat each other kindly a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think that caused a lot of pain for us, a lot of hurt for us. But now you have really helped me be kinder. You used to be rough around the edges, but you really treat me very kindly. And your kindness to me is like, oh, let me just slow down. Let me be slow to speak. It's okay. Let me be loving and kind to him. Because I can buff up and be. Our pastor always be telling me, like, you not masculine. Why are you trying to be masculine? Like, you're soft.
You be trying to play hard.
Just be soft. But yeah. Well, I wish y'all could have listened to our other podcast where we had all the jokes and stuff.
No, this is still good though. I was gonna say therapy for me as a husband was very important because it opened up doors that I thought was closed. But it allowed me to go back and make sure I was actually healed from that trauma. So for example, my father passed away when I was 5 months old. I didn't realize how much that had a big play in how I treated you, how I treated just people around me, how I treated myself. And not because of him passing away, just what I took from that with him not being in my life. So I was able to kind of push people away, reject people, but also feel rejected a lot too. Self-identity, all that type of stuff. Yeah, it was crazy.
I saw the rejection a lot for sure.
Yeah. And all that rejection and all that type of stuff led to pride and, lustful desires and stuff like that, in my yesteryears and stuff. So it was like a snowball effect behind the scenes, but I'm not finna open up and tell nobody that. Like, I'm gonna keep it to myself. And you know how I used to be. Like when I was alone and when I'm sad, I'm like, I'm just gonna go down this road of sadness.
You dwelled in it for sure.
And I used to say like I liked it. That's how comfortable I was in it. When I told you that and you called me out, I was like, yeah, that's not a good thing to say.
So one thing I've noticed about you, it's funny. I used to be the one that had reckless words. Now I'm super mindful of my words. And you have been the one that's been getting looser with your words. Not in a bad way, but you just, because you're coming out of your shell and you're talking more.
I have to share my emotions more than ever. And I don't always choose the right words to say.
Like one day he was like, I like being sad. And I was like, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
But it wasn't okay. It really wasn't.
Yeah.
And I really thank you for helping me heal through that, heal through a lot of things so I can become a better man for our family, a better husband and a father. And just a better Keon altogether for the world. So therapy was that safe place for me to flip the tree upside down and
expose the
roots. Like, what's here that don't need to be here?
We had some nasty roots. We had some nasty, nasty roots.
Yeah. Yeah.
You helped me with security.
Why's that?
Because you never let me base my worth off people.
Yeah. Nah, we're not doing that.
You always, your favorite word was, I don't care.
I really don't care. I don't know what camera is on. I really don't care what people think. People think I care. Man, I really don't. You know me. Do I care, babe?
You do care.
I do care.
In a healthy way.
In a healthy way. But I also don't.
And you don't care about nonsense or what people think about you or how they feel, which is healthy.
I will be up and out of here before I say I'm up and out of here.
I think that I used to feel like you used to be tough on me, which you did. You used to be too tough on me.
I used to have a tough type of love, but
which can be toxic sometimes.
I'm now Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Yeah, you're very kind now. But you have, maybe I want to take that back. I won't say you've helped me with security. You've helped me with softness. I'm still learning. Mm-hmm. It's a day by day. But actually, you and God both have helped me to just be able to breathe. Yeah. I really feel like you like taking care of me.
I love serving you, baby.
And you want to take care of me.
Yeah.
And I don't have to fight against it. No, I can just rest in it.
Whoa.
Vacuum the floor if you want. Clean all the dishes out the sink. Make up the bed too if you want. I'm not going to fight against it. Go ahead.
What about me? Help me. Hey,
we're talking about how you've helped me.
But sponsor me sometimes.
Do I not? Didn't I just take your tail to that steakhouse?
Oh, yeah.
And get you a $200 meal?
But when I bring up the word sponsor, I love saying sponsor, y'all. Please use that in y'all marriage. When I bring up the word sponsor, you like,
because you say it just to say it. You don't say it because you mean it. I love saying
sponsor.
But you want
it's so funny to me.
But you want some wings? Yeah, if you sponsor it. That's not funny. And no, now we're not getting wings.
It's a partnership. This is a brand partnership. Are you going to sponsor this or not?
Who sponsors the most?
You want to pull out the receipts?
Because I got them.
Oh, baby girl, I got the bank transactions.
Who sponsors who, baby?
I sponsor everything we do.
Oh, everything?
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all.
Anyway, Another topic for another day.
Yeah.
I just came on here to say happy 2-year anniversary to you, Mr. Gibson. I'm your wife, and I know you're blessed because of me.
What is that?
I
am blessed because of you, though.
Give me your hand so I can pour.
God gave them dominion in the Bible.
Let me pour life into you. You are a good husband. And I don't like to think of the old Keon. I like this new Keon better. I like this new version of you. Never-ending worship. You're kind, sweet, loyal, gentle, which is the fruit of the Spirit. You speak good words most of the time. And I feel like I finally see the real you. I feel like before it was a persona.
This is beautiful, baby. Keep giving me more.
Wait. I feel like before this was a persona. It was a persona. You wasn't your best self before.
I wasn't.
And I'm so glad that you've leveled up.
Baby, it's only going to get better from here.
Let me look y'all in the camera and say this. Level up for you and level up for your spouse. Because they probably tired of you too.
Was that supposed to be the end of the podcast?
That's good advice.
It is very good advice.
Was you tired of me when I was my old self?
Absolutely. That's what created us wanting to, isolate ourselves and separate.
If you're tired of you, your spouse is probably tired of you.
Say that in the mic for them so they can hear you.
If you're tired of you, your spouse is probably tired of you too.
Seriously.
Level up, not just for yourself, but for your spouse and those around you. When he leveled up, my life got easier.
No, for real. Yeah. I know that you have helped me heal through a lot of my trauma. Trauma that I created for myself, but also just like trauma that I just have to deal with, live through, all that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. And remove the covers from the trauma and actually like be honest, tell the truth. Mm-hmm. And I think because it was so much trauma and so much that's happened in my life, both good and bad, at a young age, it created just for me to cover up a lot of stuff, mm-hmm. which led to lies, which led to deceit. Yeah.
Fakeness.
Yeah. Well, not fakeness, because I'm real, baby. But I
if
also,
you not being yourself,
yeah. But I also just wasn't revealing everything, revealing my whole self, revealing my feelings, revealing, oh, this is why it is. This is what this is.
Like a persona, kind of.
Yeah. And just sometimes I just love being in that isolation place of just like hiding stuff. But I'm just saying that's how it used to be.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I do love being in isolation.
No, I didn't say that.
Finna check them words.
Absolutely. But yeah, you definitely helped me just develop into the man that God has called me to be.
Which is Keon Gibson, the real one.
And that's the beauty of marriage, doing it together, because you literally water each other and y'all produce the best fruit together.
You're going to be stripped of yourself.
No, when God like gets all of the trauma out, there's only room for bliss and blessings and togetherness. And then it's just like dominion. Absolutely. Then it's like dominion over the earth and over everything. Just like Adam and Eve. God didn't give Adam dominion. He gave them dominion together. So I'm really excited for us to have dominion. I'm excited to see our kids have dominion and stuff.
We're walking into our dominion season.
What are you excited for year 3?
Kids.
Other than kids. Give me 3.
Kids. Financial prosperity. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not ashamed to say that.
Yes, God.
And that's a tough one. Can I put 2 in 1? Wisdom and intimacy with the Lord. Oh, I love the Lord.
I really love the Lord.
I love intimacy with the Lord. I'll put that. I'll say intimacy with the Lord, kids, financial prosperity.
Okay.
I just feel like everything else comes from that first one.
Absolutely.
Intimacy with the Lord.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you spoke first, that you said those answers first, because we are one, correct? So now I get to just add on to that with my 3. So you already said God. See God first, be intimate with him. You already said financial. And what was the third one? Can y'all help me? What was the third one, babe?
Kids.
Oh, yeah. Kids.
How could you forget that?
Well.
And don't say nothing shiesty.
I'm not.
Okay, fix that tone.
Kids. No, I'm excited to be a father for sure. Yeah. Number 4 would be, I think it's the new house.
New house. New city.
Whoa.
Sorry.
This is my 3, not your 3.
Sorry.
Number 4, rest.
Okay. There we go.
Rest for sure. Just, I'm out of sight, out of mind, off social media.
You're going to get off social media?
I'm up.
You're going to get off social media?
I want to so bad, but the way my businesses are set up.
So why did you say that then?
You know it's coming, and you know why I said it. You know why I'm here. So when I'm out of sight, out of mind, y'all know why I'm not here.
We finna be on the beach. I can guarantee you that. If you're not gonna be on the beach, I will be.
I'm gonna be on the beach on sabbatical.
I'm gonna be on the beach
for a whole month,
eating exotic fruits.
First Peter chapter 4. Anyway, number 6. I would say, I don't really know.
Okay.
Ministry together. So more stuff like this. I was about to say more stuff like this, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, y'all. Nah, people love this. Don't y'all love this? Come on and let us know in the comments. Say, man. But no, like just you preaching and teaching and doing all this stuff, I can just pray over people. And that's
why I gotta be the one preaching and teaching.
I don't wanna talk.
Babe.
I just wanna
watch your words.
I just wanna do okay, I do wanna talk. Lord, don't make me mute. Please don't.
You finna be like, what's that man named Zechariah? Or Hezekiah? Hezekiah.
One of them Heizes.
The angel said
he started speaking and worshiping. But nah, yeah, I'm just afraid to read out loud the Bible, the King James Bible, because that's the
Why
only.
are you reading the King James Bible out loud?
The people need to know the truth. This is 2024. They don't need to know the Message Bible.
It's not just King James Bible.
I get it. Yes, I do read NIV and those types of things. But when we in church, I need y'all to know the real, which is King James.
Okay, that sounds religious.
Now, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Please. But it's the thous aren't. And this me, thou art thy God in the first in the garden. I mean, nevertheless... I just pictured they gonna be like, boo, get him off the stage. Nevertheless is definitely in King James. All I want to do.
You said nevertheless.
Exactly. That's why I don't need to be reading King James in front of the crowd. I just want to get up there.
I got a funny joke.
Wait, I just want to get up there. Share my testimony and do this. All right. Thank y'all so much. Here's y'all pastor back.
Wait, I got a funny joke.
What?
You know how you just said that they probably gonna boo you off the stage?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this SpongeBob episode where he was a comedian?
Oh, brother.
He was like, oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Oh, my gosh. I want to actually do it in his voice.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Y'all, this is what happens when the Gibsons are up past 9.
Well,
we
this
are
is what
extremely.
when you record a 1 hour podcast that gets deleted, then you got to come back and do it again.
Well,
Sorry if our energy levels are low.
No, mine is high. I'm just very goofy. This is how we are when we are in our room preparing for bed. We are extremely silly and we just laugh at literally anything and everything.
You're right. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny. And you laughing at it didn't make no sense.
But yeah. Are we going to release this on everywhere? I just want to...
No, tell them what you said in the last podcast.
No, I'm going to say it again. I'm definitely going to say it again.
Say it.
I'm only posting this to YouTube. I'm not posting this on Apple. I'm not posting this on Spotify. I don't like Spotify and I don't like TikTok. Remove them. Apostolic only. Apple stuff. iTunes. What are we doing? Let's get on one accord, America. I mean, world.
Apostolic.
Apostolic. And I sure am apostolic by the book. Come on now. Don't switch up on me.
What?
By the book, the Bible. The apostolic ministry was in Acts. Come on now. Y'all don't read y'all Bible.
You're saying apostolic.
Exactly, which references
apostolic.
Apostolic.
But you can't say I live an apostolic life based off the Bible. It's only apostolic. This is what it's like to be married to a speech language pathologist.
Wow. And that's why you're doing all the speaking. No, I'm just gonna sit back and chill. But no,
thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all can definitely catch this on YouTube and YouTube only. Let us know in the comments if y'all want us to do this some more. And I hope y'all don't. Cause I don't.
You need to stop saying don't. You've been using that word a lot.
You're right.
And you keep saying the opposite of what God wants for you. Okay. We're gonna address that in another word curses. We're going to address it in another podcast video.
This is not a podcast. Please stop saying podcast. That gives me a lot of anxiety. Let me not say that. That just troubles me a lot. Let's say a virtual conversation, video conversation or something like that.
Okay, we'll talk about that in our next video conversation. That sounds so terrible. I would never say that again.
But a podcast.
I don't like to say the word never or always, but I'll never say virtual video conversation.
I don't like podcasts because you remember in like 2012 when we had to like listen to music on the PC and it was always like podcasts way at the bottom. We wasn't clicking on podcasts. We were clicking on like Drake and everybody got the top podcast. Hi, this is lesson 1. I don't want to listen to that. And
so you don't listen to no podcasts?
I really don't.
Because if I recall, you just reshared a podcast from the basement the other day.
That was a visual conversation.
On a podcast.
I just don't
the
want
Lord
people.
is calling you to a podcast. For you to say that you don't ever want to do a podcast.
It takes a lot for me to speak. It really does.
I'm
an introvert.
It don't take a lot for you to speak.
I am definitely an introvert. You have been
speaking those word curses over your life all your life. And no one believes them but you.
I genuinely don't enjoy speaking a lot. There has been a lot of moments, and if you see me in person, please put this in the comments and say, yes, I've witnessed this. I will speak, and then there'll be a moment where I just disappear in a corner somewhere with my book bag on, or leave.
What I remember from you at Word of Life is one prominent moment that made me realize that I don't know if he was a real friend to me or not.
Whoa.
Let me tell you what happened. I ate a donut, and I had a lot of donut sugar on my lips. And I was sitting there talking to you for a long time. And I went in the bathroom after our conversation, and I had donut flakes.
Hey, because they had them Shipley's donuts. Them boys are soggy, and the sugar was like Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, boy. Man. But yeah, I'm so sorry. Let me tell y'all something. If you're ever around me, you got a booger in your nose. You got some in your mouth. If you have lipstick on your teeth, I will not be the person to tell you. There has to be balance, okay? Everybody can't tell you stuff all the time. It got to be people that just leave you alone, okay? That's what's wrong with the world. Have some balance.
Somebody told me I had something in my nose the other day by just doing this.
What y'all want me to do? I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. Wow. Yeah, really? I'm gonna give y'all this laugh. Wow, yeah. And I'm gonna do this.
And you don't like when people tell you.
Get up and ease on out the road. Ease on down.
You don't like when people tell you that you have
what?
Boogers and crust and stuff. Because when I try to tell that stuff to you, you be upset.
Exactly. So if I'm not telling y'all, I don't want y'all to tell me.
You want me to let you walk around looking a mess?
Let me find out by myself, like y'all supposed to find out by yourself. Don't come in front of me. You got lipstick on your teeth and all of that type of stuff. I'm gonna let you lean and rock with it by your lonesome. You should have did that before you came to me, because I'm surely not gonna tell you.
That's not kind.
That is kind.
It's a nice way to say it.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing none of that. What I'm supposed to do it when women like they eyelash coming off. Your eyelash coming off. No. Mid-sentence? And they over there talking about God or something? I'm not doing it. How about no? This has to be balanced.
There do have to be balance. It's been plenty of times I let people just walk away like that.
That's okay.
And it is okay.
Isn't it okay, guys? That's okay. Everybody doesn't need to say something every time. But I was
a very close friend to you, and you saw that donut sugar all across my lips.
I'm so sorry.
You could have definitely said something.
I'm sorry.
Like, even if you didn't want to say nothing like 2 centimeters, you could have been like, dang, you was tearing that donut up, wasn't it? You got sugar all over your face.
I'm sorry. But yeah, we are here.
Okay. Well,
until the next episode of Gibson GT.
Our marriage is at a healthy place right now.
Yes. Now.
But it took
a long time.
Some digging. So it's okay to dig. Just dig deep, y'all.
Dig deep, y'all. All right, how are we supposed to end this? Because I don't want to say like, subscribe, and follow us. You just get up and walk away.
Stop. Don't do that again. Was that godly what he just did? No. Come back and end it the right way. You need to be whooped.
You say that all All of my life.
You do. Do y'all see from this podcast why the Lord calls the wife to be a helper to get the man to where he needs to be? Because they be needing help.
I do need a lot of help.
We be needing nurture and love from y'all, and y'all be needing our help.
I appreciate you more than you know.
I believe you. All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in with us. Hope this little small podcast helped a little bit. We out.
Until next time.
Hey, I'm not going to shake your hand if you do that voice. I'm not doing it. Try again. Stop playing. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Joke, 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 joke.
I thought the cameras is off now.
Joke, 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 joke.
Okay. My pocket.
Why your hands so sticky?
Wait. Man, come back. Come on.